My name is Stephanie Gates, and I am Zachary's mom. Zachary was born in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and I became aware of this. He was born to my aunt, and I was living in Seattle, and he was flown to Seattle due to some medical issues. And so I started going and visiting him at the hospital, and I knew that my aunt was going to be giving him up for adoption, and I was working with a family that was going to adopt him. And as time got closer to when he was going to be released from the hospital, of course, I fell in love with him, and then really decided, after a lot of thought and prayer, to go ahead and adopt him myself. Zachary began to love tractors when he was quite young because he had asthma at the time, and so he would sit and watch Bob the Builder or other equipment videos, and that would keep his nebulizer on, and that began probably when he was around a year old. Early this last spring, we were at some friend's house for a little get-together, and a gentleman came and began to talk with Zachary about John Deere and about tractors and interacting with him. And a few weeks later, I got a message saying that he wanted to build Zachary a tractor. And I was like, okay, sure, sounds good. But the whole idea of it and what it actually looks like was definitely a surprise to me and, of course, to Zachary. Actually brought tears to my eyes to see him so happy and so excited over something, and I think he couldn't even believe it. At first, I don't believe that he even wanted to get on it. He was just like so excited he could just hardly believe that this was in his yard and it was for him specifically. Zachary comes outside, or wants to come outside, at all times of day and night. He will play on it from an hour to 3-4 hours, just sitting on it and walking around it, pretending to put gas in it with a little toy gas can that he has. And he's also wanting his siblings to come down, and they'll come down and interact with him about the tractor. But I think if we let him, he would be on this all day, all night long. Well, the joy that Zachary has received over this kindness of a total stranger to us has been very touching. To think that someone who met Zachary for around an hour would spend so much time and love and energy and finances into creating something like this, it's almost unbelievable to think that somebody in this day and age would do something so kind. And it brings a lot of joy because Zachary obviously has a lot of special needs, and so special things mean even more.